Welcome back to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and today we're gonna play Spies and Soldiers. Now this video is a part of the turn-based festival, which is a festival, I know, I haven't said that yet, where the different turn-based games are going to be featured, and the festival runs from Thursday to Monday, and I'm actually going to be featuring two games in this festival, one today and one tomorrow. So today we're going to be focusing on Spies and Soldiers. And this is a game that focuses on subterfuge and sort of controlling different regions. It has some 4X element, so it sort of feels a little bit like a 4X game sometimes, but it's not a 4X game. And this game is mostly meant to play as a multiplayer, but we will be playing as a single player. Now, the single player will have a campaign, but we will be currently playing it as a part of the practice mode because the campaign is not ready yet. Why is it not ready yet? Because I'm playing a beta version of this game. So this is an early beta, it's not the finished product yet, but it already shows off the game quite well. So we're gonna play solo. Now, before we play solo, I have here a title Untrained. I've actually already got a title Uncrowned, but I didn't properly assign it. So we're now considered just a weakling, just an untrained weakling. I'm gonna show you the game anyway. Even as a weakling, I can take control of the world. You're the power behind those who rule. Which claimant will you put on the throne? Which claimant indeed? We're gonna have options between three claimants. Jasper, Mirlea Moonpine, and Catilla's Drybreaker. Now the option here are different every run you do, and actually the options VFB are a lot worse than I had in my test game. In my test game I got so much better stuff. But let's talk about them. Jasper, a stalwart force and a sharp mind will see us through. And he allows us to have one spy and two soldiers. Mirlea Moonpine is just weak. One soldier, one spy, that is it. Like, she is rubbish. Cunning and experience find a path through every obstacle. And you're gonna have a lot of obstacles in your life because you're rubbish, girl. Okay, no need to insult me. I mean, I'm kind of used to it because I am kind of weak and also kind of rubbish. But you do not have the right to say that because you're just an untrained Sampstra. Okay? Okay, that was a pretty good comeback. I'll take it, Mirlea. And finally, the strongest of them all, Catilla's Drybreaker. An eye for every blade and a blade for every eye. If you know me, you know what I'm thinking. We gotta play with Mirlea of the week. My life name is Moonpine. We should be playing Jasper because out of these options he feels like the medium. In my test game, the guy like this was a medium. But I kind of want to play as Moonpine Girl. So let's go play as Moonpine Girl. I don't know if it's better if you call me Mirlea Week or Moonpine Girl. But okay, I guess we're doing this together. I don't like you, Sampstra. You don't have to play with me. I don't like you either, but I'm going to conquer the world with you. Not sure that's a good thing. Alright, so here we start in Owen Day Hall. Which is also not a great start. In my test game, I started in mountains. The game I decided, the moment I started recording the game, I was like, I'm gonna make this hard for you. I'm not gonna make it easy. Plains have wide skies and distant horizon. This translates to nothing. Farmlands have benefits, forests have benefits, mountains have benefits. Plains are like, just a nice place to live. So you don't get to have more. Now we start off with one set of soldiers and, ooh. Oh my god. I take everything back I said about Mirlea. Really? Really? What are you gonna say? Her spy is like OMG. Alright, so I need to explain this. Each spy has a rank. 1, 2, whatever. This is a level 3 spy. That is amazing. So this spy is going to be able to destroy a lot of other spies. And unfortunately, if the enemy has a lot of soldiers and a lot of castles, like they seem to do, it might not be super helpful. I thought you said you were going to say nice things about me. Working on it. But a level 3 spy is pretty great. So I got to give that to Mirlea, our girl here, okay? And then these soldiers are kind of basic. I mean, they're called as our mentors. I really worked on that name. Well, too bad. I mean, the prime tormentors of Unar. Okay, the name is pretty good, but otherwise they're kind of okay. So the first thing you need to get when you have soldiers is you really need to get food. Now, we only have one food here, which means that you can support exactly one set of soldiers on each hex. So we need to get two. How do you do that? You grab a farmland. So we'll take our pretty soldiers and we'll tell them to go to the Grantham Fields. And they're going to get them. Now, our girl here, our flower salamander, that's certainly a mouthful for a spy name, is going to move up here towards Newerberg. Because apparently our enemy, Volka de Vol, is terrible. It's just as bad with names as we are, honestly. Like Newerberg? Really? We're gonna move towards there and we're gonna try to gain that castle. And hopefully no one else will kill us in the meantime. So I have picked 2 action points. I did move and a move. And there's not much I can do with my 3rd action points. I could recruit new soldiers, but that costs 2. So I can't do that right now. So we're happy and we're just gonna commit the orders. There's nothing else we can do. So we are going to gain the action but at half value, which means that if we do this one more time, we will be able to get an extra turn sometime in the future. So we're just going to move around and commit to it, and we're going to be good. Everything will be fine. Now, I don't know if I said this already, but the turns in this game are simultaneous, but it's still a turn-based game. So we have gotten ourselves here this beautiful castle. Okay, so victory points. Each castle control gives the player 1 victory point while it is held. Once the player reaches the required number of victory points to win, they have to hold that number for 2 turns. Do we know how many victory points we gotta get? 5, as you can see over here. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's no problem that they already have 2. We good. We good. You don't sound like you're good. Myrtla, be quiet. Be quiet or I'm gonna be mean. My name is Marilla, not Myrtla. Quiet! Okay. Okay, now that we've finally gotten Marilla to be quiet, let's focus on the game. Okay, so we've got our little place over here, which means now we can get up to 3 food, which is great because we can get a lot of soldiers. So first thing I need to muster more soldiers. I'm also going to be moving the soldiers I already have up here towards the rivers. Ooh, river borders can only be crossed by 1 soldier at a time. Soldiers cannot route across the river borders. That's okay. So our soldiers are moving here, and then our girl is going to be moving up. Up. I need you to go towards the castle. Why can't you go towards the castle? What's the problem? She should be able to go up. I'm not sure what her problem is. Oh, of course. Because I'm using 2 action points to get new soldiers and 1 action point to move my soldiers, so I can't use an extra turn. Okay, that's not a problem. That's alright. Now our enemy is keeping control of these 2 castles on the left, but we're trying to take up of these castles on the right. I'm not even sure if we actually need the spy for this, but we'll take it anyway. Oh, okay, so there's an enemy spy here. We can see them because our beautiful spy, what's her name? Salamander. Because Flower Salamander is a super fancy high-level spy, and this weakling has got nothing on her. So she's just gonna walk up to them, and then you have to wait for next time to see what happens, but I promise you it's going to be epic. In the meantime, our soldiers are going to torment Newerberg. If you ask how they're gonna torment it, they're mostly gonna yell insult like, "Could you really not come up with a better name than a Newerberg? Maybe you should at least call yourself Special Newerberg or Old Newerberg or anything else. I mean, it's basic English, not to repeat." Okay, so we've got 1 action point left. And we could do stuff with it. Oh yeah, like for example, we could move these soldiers up here to this forest so that we could take control of another hex. So that seems like a good idea to me. Now, once our soldier gets to their soldier, big things are going to happen. Ooh, their enemy soldiers are coming close, which ain't great for us. But I got myself a 2nd castle because the people at New Novermerk just laid over as soon as we insulted them, and we got them. Oh, why is this castle not mine? Why are we not... Take control of the castle, please. I'm not sure why are we not taking over interesting. Oh, I see. So we did get control of a castle, which should give us an extra. Oh, okay, I see. So actually, my mistake. This doesn't count as a proper castle. This is like a city or something, but it doesn't count as the sort of victory castle that we need, which are these ones. So this doesn't give us the points that we need. We got the hex, but it's not going to give us the point from it. So I actually have to move my soldiers one step further, which is here to Bridgeley Garrison, and that's where we're going to get the points. And this is going to also give us extra action points that we can use. But now, let's talk about Funda and Flower Salamander. So Flower Salamander met this beautiful Funda, and what she's going to do is she's going to meet her, and she's going to charm her with her beautiful skills of being a charming person. I was gonna roleplay that, and then I realized I don't know how. So I was like, gotta backtrack. And she's going to charm her to go home. No, to go to some public place, like go to dinner. And then, as she's gonna walk back home from this beautiful dinner where we charmed Funda to give us information about the enemy, she's going to assassinate her. Yup, we're gonna murder poor little Funda. And that's gonna be great for us. Now, this guy here is a soldier, the Spies of Soldiers, and we could go and we could fight them. The problem is, if we were to do that, we would immediately die. And that's because if there are equal powers in a soldier, then whoever controls the region will die. The problem is, if he steps on our farmland, we're also kind of donezo. So what we're going to do with our soldiers is we're going to move up here to make sure that we can then attack the soldiers next turn, because if we were to just attack, they would kill us. Sorry, if they were to step on where we are, we would win, but if we were to step on where they are, they would win. There are ways to counteract that. We'll talk about them soon. But first, I really want Bridgeley Garrison so that we can get at least equal amount of points as they get. The sad thing is, if he walks onto our forest here, because that would be really bad for us, but it's fine. Alright, we're gonna kill Funda here. Funda is dead. Our clever fox in the north assassinated a little bird who was in league with the enemy. Are you calling weak now? Really, for the win. What's her name? Really? Okay. I will get it at some point. You better when I control the whole world. Ooh, okay, so now this is the Battle of the Grantham Fields. Now, our soldiers are on equal levels, but our spy tops their spy. So we kill them first. Now, this, oh, actually, they didn't even get one. So I was going to say that this is showing their spy, but their spy is already dead. So it first evaluated the fact that their spy is dead, which is why their spy is sort of off to here. Because their spy is Danzo, and our spy turned the tide of battle in our favor. If our soldiers didn't move in, they would obviously win, because soldiers beat spies. But they wouldn't kill the spies, just to clarify. Like the spy, our spy, Flower Salamander would still be alive, she would just be in enemy territory, which is not a problem for her. So we murdered their soldiers and their spies in one turn. I mean, what's that name of our enemy, by the way? Harnil. An eye for every blade and a blade for every eye. Well, so far you've got one eye down and one blade down, so I wouldn't celebrate too much. Now at this point we've got our two castles because we got Bridgeley Garrison. Now our little soldiers here are just gonna move down here and try to get these objectives. Now their things are both dead, so I'm gonna move my soldiers up here to take over their territory, and I will also move my spy also in that same area, because I want to move them towards their castles and their places. I'm using up all my points, so that's it. And we'll try to take over Forest of Artanis, which is ours now. Ooh, so their spy moved to... So, again, because my spy is so damn epic, I can see their spies. The problem is once they train their spies to level 3, which is what they should be doing, because they now know that my spy is a level 3 spy. But they I don't know, I guess they aren't smart enough to do that, because they keep sending level 1 spies, and it's like, the level 1 spies are nothing on me. They got nothing on me. Silent Macy is a rubbish, and we're gonna kill her, straight up we're gonna kill her. Now, if you know about enemy spy, you can also wait, because they can try to kill you as well, but because my spy is stronger than theirs, I don't really have to worry about that too much. Now, castles increase level combat strength by 1. So I think if we just straight up go in there, we might actually... Ooh, that's interesting. Because I know that if they had a soldier there, and we moved our soldier in, the castle would make it so that they would win. But if there is no... Do we try it? I guess we'll try it. If our soldiers die, that would be sad, but like, we can handle it. What do you mean you can handle it? We have lives, we have families, you shouldn't just send us on suicide missions. What are you talking about? It's not a suicide mission, it's an empty castle. Controlled by the enemy, sure, but you should be able to handle it, and if not, it's fine. Okay, I guess we trust you. I mean, you made merely the weak kinda strong. I don't know how that's gonna resolve the combat with the castle. I'm pretty curious about that. Our trouble merchant in the north neutralized the snitch was assisting the enemy. Ooh! Did Silent Macy had info on us that she sent out to the enemy? Oh no, so we just grabbed it. Okay, great. So I wasn't sure because like in the test game that I did, if there is already a soldier there, the castle will increase its power. So it's going to make it a bit more difficult for you to win. But if you just straight up go, then you just straight up go. So what does this little white flag down here means? It means that flower salamander is actually seen. So again, if the enemy had like higher level spy, they would be able to just walk in there and kill my spy because they would know that my spy is somewhere in that area. If two spies are on the same hex, they can see each other. So then you want to do things like evasion and try to run away. Now I've got to say our enemy is kind of not doing so hot in what he's doing because we're kind of destroying him. Because I can just walk up onto his onto his castle over here. He does now control a third castle down here, so that's presumably where he's moving his spies. But he seemed to sort of like, I don't know where his soldiers are. Like he should be having more soldiers. I know I say that I only have one soldier, but like, where are all his soldiers? Like, tell that to me. Where are all his guys? So now we already control 5 castles, so at this point we just need to keep control of them for 2 turns. Now I'm gonna move down here, and I'm also gonna move my spy. Oh, I can't move her down there. Okay, so we'll just move her here. And we're just gonna keep moving around to try to control different things, but we just need to stay for 2 turns. He needs to take one of our castles in the next 2 turns, or we will win. Okay, so this is interesting. So he has this really strong, he has a double, oh, okay, so he has 2 soldiers there, but one of them are starving, specifically the Fist of the Mahongiero is so hungry. And also the new makers of armor, they just have plenty of food, they just don't want to share. They're good. And these guys are, because they can only support one set of food because they only have 1 farmland. So again, if I were to move my guys in there, I would immediately die. If they move both of their guys at my position, my guy will also die. I could move my spy in, which will help in a way that if they only move 1 soldier at me, my spy will make me win it, because the spy will turn the tide of the battle. But I still only have 1 soldier in position, so we could still be in trouble. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to set up a new soldiers to help myself. It doesn't matter because we'll win next turn, but if we were not to win next turn, then our soldiers would be in a world of trouble. So they're moving just 1 set in, and I'm moving my spies in, so I'm going to win this one. Because I could anticipate the Battle of Guildford region. I'm like, sorry guys, you're dead. Our spy turned the tide of battle in our favor. And now, what's her name? How do you not remember my name? I helped you take over the whole world. Melia Moonpine, come on, has won and taken, her empire has taken the realm. Your victory has put Merlin Moonpine on the throne. In gratitude, she offers me the title of Uncount that I already had and then lost because I didn't save it properly. Okay, display this one to me. Okay, now by the way, here you can see the alliances are coming soon. So by completing the campaign, you will be able to secure support of their house in future games. And this means that each alliance will offer a small change to the core mechanics, providing advantages to certain strategic approaches, but leaving you challenged on other fronts. Guidance, this is just essentially how you can learn about how the game works. So here you can learn about like supplies and how you can create a soldier. So what does it mean to be overrun? So if opposing soldiers simultaneously move towards each other across the same border, the larger force will drive back the smaller one. So this allows you to stop an enemy from moving further. You can also use spies to block enemies from moving. So I had a run where I was trying to move onto a castle, but there were like spies that kind of blocked me. So opposing soldiers in a region will battle. Each soldier adds 1 combat strength. The strongest force wins. If equally matched, the side with the highest rank spy presence wins. Otherwise, whoever controls the region wins. The losing army takes a casualty and the remaining soldiers rout. If there is no tiebreaker, it is a draw. And then here you can see strategy about like routing and turn order tips and like which order of what happens. So for example, remember when we had that turn with assassination and then a combat, like which one of them resolved first. So first we got the assassination, then the combat. It's important to know because if an enemy, if I were in the opposing position and I didn't realize the order, my spy would be assassinated and that's how we would get dead. And here you can see tips about influencing castles. So opening castle gates, we actually haven't done that yet. This is a really cool thing because you can make it easier to take over a castle. Because remember, if there is a soldier on a hex with a castle, they gain that extra bonus point. So it can be difficult to stop it. But to win, because like they have one soldier, you have one soldier, but the castle's giving them a bonus, and you can remove that bonus with your spy. Fragments are small snippets of generated text earned during play and used to construct messages that can be sent to your opponent at the end of the turn. Collect more fragments to become more relevant. So this is actually cool. So this is going to be a really cool feature for when you're playing your multiplayer, because you can like communicate with the enemy. Keepsakes are mementos collected during games. Interesting pieces of generated content that you have chosen to collect, such as ancient relics, defeated soldiers, memorable locations, and Milria? Maybe we could get her name. And past glories. That'll be a record of previous matches played. So I think I'll do one more. I will try to pick something that's it's hard to determine what's difficult though, because it's not telling you like the level of the spy or the, well, there are no levels for soldiers, the level of the spy when you start. So I thought Mirella was weak, but turns out she was pretty epic, so it can be a bit hard to tell. This is interesting. We're starting a lot closer to the enemy. So we could do Morgamoon. A myriad spiders weave an impenetrable web. No. No spiders. Never. No. Ooh, I can actually see the level of the spiders. Sorry. Level of the spiders. Level of the spies here. So let's play... Sharp Mind will see us through. Let's do a level 2 spy and 2 soldiers. That seems pretty cool to me. Now immediately we need to take our soldiers and move them here, because right now the lovers of Eliana are starving and we have Monarch Chana's Redeemers. And our guy's name is Tiana. I really don't know why people call me that. My name is Tyron. And everybody just keeps calling me Tiana, and it's kind of infuriating. Just remember, my name is Tyrant. It's like Tyrant, except it doesn't have the T at the end. And it's called that way because I want to be the tyrant of the world. That's why I'm here with you, Sampstra, because Mirlea told me that you actually help people who don't have the best odds become the leaders of the world. So, like, help me out, okay? Okay. So lovers of Eliana were apparently soldiers. So it turns out that Eliana has a lot of lovers and they all sort of beat each other up to try to get her attention. And she was like, she always picked the one who won, but then eventually she was like, you know what, guys? I'm actually not interested in any one of you. And at first they were like super mad, but then they were like sort of banded together, and they were like, you know what, we already learned how to fight because we've kept fighting each other for Eliana's pleasure, so how about we just become soldiers and get a lot of money? And that's how it went. Lovers of Eliana are now like a full-on unit. Also, Eliana, if you're wondering, she's totally fighting for the enemy. She actually married Paisley over here, and she's leading his army. So the lovers of Eliana are super invested into destroying Paisley. Also, they should be called the former lovers of Eliana, but secretly they still hope they'll get her back. Don't think so, but it's hard to convince them of that. And Monarch Chana's Redeemers, pretty self-explanatory. They work until Monarch Chana, but Monarch Chana is now dead, and they're like, we gotta fix our reputation, so here we are. So, ooh, actually, we're gonna move them up here towards this farmland. I'm actually gonna grab my spy, Daner, and move him there as well, just because I'm worried that Paisley is gonna send his soldiers to the farmland, because you really want that farmland, because the more farmland you have, the more food you have, the bigger army you can have, and the more likely you are to win in this game. So food and farmlands are, the owners of the farmlands are the winners essentially. So if he's smart, he's gonna send his soldiers to Paisley, and possibly also his spies. I don't know how many soldiers he has, so if he has more than one soldiers, we are gonna be in trouble. But I'm gonna do it anyway, because I can't... Yeah, we'll do it this way anyway. We'll see what happens. Okay, we got... Ile Helgard? These names, guys, are like, what? Okay, they didn't send a spy in there, because Paisley ain't that smart. And Eliana was, she was not aware of my spy, I guess. I don't know what she was doing. She should have caught it, but she did. Our spy turned the tide of battle in our favor. Yeah, got it. So now we've got a lot of farmland. I'm gonna get started so fast. Ooh, okay, so he has a lot. He has 3 spies and a soldier. I don't know if the spies stack. Does it tell us in the guidance whether spies stack? If a spy moves into an unoccupied enemy castle, the castle will revert to being neutral. But it doesn't say, like, we gotta go back to combat and, like, battles. The side with the highest rank spy % wins, so it doesn't seem like spies would... Huh. So, potentially... Thoughts? I could just move straight in with my spy and with my soldier and just wait. If I did this, what I just did, we would not win. Why? Well, because remember, they have a castle, and their castle gives them +1 in combat, so now their combat strength is 2, my combat strength is 1, so even though I'm sending my spy, it's actually not doing anything, so we gotta cancel that, otherwise we'd be in trouble. So... But our spy could move in anyways, because she could assassinate... Ooh, we'll see. I think she can assassinate even if there are enemy soldiers there. I think she should be good. But I also would like to immediately get a second set of soldiers, because I need to protect my farmland, otherwise we... Ooh, actually it's interesting. If they move... Ooh, okay, more thoughts. So if they just move 1 spy and 1 soldier into the territory that I'm in, we're going to actually need my spy to stay. Because my spy is protecting my soldiers. And we're going to send our other soldiers... Actually, we'll send our other soldiers like... Oh, they have to go back. They can move... Oh no, they could move here. Could you move there? No. So my other soldiers will go back. And I will also get a new set of soldiers. And that is it. Because if I were to move anywhere with my spy or anywhere else, we would just be done. So we can't afford to do so. So is Paisley attacking me or not? So Paisley is moving down here with his soldiers, and he's moving up there with his spy as well to sort of help out. Now at this point I have enough soldiers so I can move them up to protect my main group of soldiers. And now I can grab Daner and move him towards the enemy castle just so we can see and try to send him to kill some of the other spies. What's gonna be interesting though is he has 2 spies and we only have 1 spy. So theoretically, while I could assassinate one of his spies, he could assassinate one of my spies, theoretically. Because my guy is visible. So I'm gonna tell him to kill. So actually we're gonna test this, but I think the way this is gonna work is that I'm gonna kill this Brasnut. But I think old Angela can kill me. Because even though I'm a higher level, I cannot run away because I'm too busy assassinating. So we'll see, but that could be interesting. So Dana might be killed while he's killing somebody else, which I think is pretty funny. Also, I could just move one of my soldiers down here because there's no one there. And my other 2 soldiers onto... Hey, do I have? My other soldiers could move. We can't move because we don't have any more action points. Oh, we should have 1 more action point, right? No. Okay, we're good. Then why? Oh, I can't move because it's the mountains, and the mountains take 2 steps to move in. So we'll just commit to this. So yeah, I think my soldier died, right? Is he gonna die? Oh, Angela ran away! Oh, Angela ran away! So we killed whatever their spy's name is. We don't even remember them. Like, they were so bad. It just sort of killed them. And old Angela saw it. And she trembled in fear. And instead of killing us while we were distracted, instead of stabbing her dagger in our back, she took that step. She took that deep breath and she was ready. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for my King Paisley and my Queen Ainella. But then, in the final moment, she got scared. And instead, she ran away to the former kingdom of China and joined a little church there. That's where she stays in her old days. And oftentimes she wonders if the fate of the world would have been different if she was just brave enough to kill. She'll never know. She will never know, guys. And neither will you, because old Angela is weak. Now we'll see what else she does. But so as you've noticed, we have made this castle neutral, but it isn't ours just yet. If she stay there for 1 turn, is it gonna turn ours? I think so. We'll try it. And I'll move one of my soldiers up here to this other castle, to the citadel. Now we know there's a spy here, but my soldiers can't kill a spy. You have to have the serpents of Abila. We have to, wait, where are my lovers? Oh, my lovers are... Where are my lovers? The lovers of Eliana. Oh, they're here. Okay. Okay, good. They can't kill the spy. They can't kill old Angela. We'll probably try to kill old Angela at some point, but not right now. And they have these soldiers here who are... what's your name? Site of the Honor Ruin. Okay, so we'll just... do I want to move... The Monarch Channel's Redeemers, like, you guys are not moving anywhere. You could be moving somewhere. They should be able to move over the sea, but I guess not. Well, we'll just commit to it. We're fine. It's good. It's fine. No, so actually we can take the castle just by itself. We have to take it by soldiers. Okay, that's fine. That's good to know. Okay, so they got more spies in the city of Feni. So we're gonna have to handle that. So we're gonna take our little Daner and we're gonna send him down and we're gonna kill Angela. But I committed to life in the church. I left the enemy. Why are you following me? Well, you should have killed us when you had the chance, girl. And you didn't, so now you're gonna pay for it. But that's not how it works. It is how it works. No, you guys don't move. I don't want you to move. I want to... The Chino's Redeemers, I want you to move. Why can't you move there? Because it does seem like it should be from here to there. It's not really letting me do so. What is this hex? Is it a mountain? It's a mountain. Understood. So we're good again. That's fine. So let's see if Angela keeps running. Yeah, Angela's running away. Angela ran to oh, she went to her soldiers though. So I think there's soldiers there as well. It doesn't look like it right now, but maybe. So we're gonna move the servants of Abila up there, including my spy. And I can't really move anywhere else with my other soldiers because I just don't have the movement. No, actually we could move back. No, we don't want to do that as well. We don't want to do that either. We need to wait for 2 action points to be able to move towards the Marazian fortress. So again, we'll just stick to this. I'm hunting old Angela. She's running. She keeps running and we'll keep hunting her. We're gonna get you, but I committed to the church. I'm not a spy anymore. Leave me alone. Never. Never, Angela. We'll hunt you like the lovers of Eliana are not hunting Eliana. They actually gave up. I mean, to be fair, it's kind of debatable that they joined the army of the enemy of the new husband of Eliana, so it's like, it's still not exactly good activity, like they should just leave her alone. But at least they're not hunting her like we're hunting poor Angela. Alright, so the thing is, are we ready to like completely leave our home open? Because like they could get through the Wavel's Wood to our home down here, and the answer is, yeah, we kind of are. We're kind of fine, it's good. Now here are soldiers of Abila. I will also want them to move towards, okay, so I got worried that we're gonna have enough to support them, but we'll have enough to support them, that's good. It's all good. And we'll take the next castles, then we'll win in 2 turns. Actually, Angela might survive, because we win in 2 turns, right? Just from having all the castles. Or wait, yeah. So in 2 turns we'll win. So if Angela can keep running for 2 more turns, she will stay alive. I will run as long as is needed. Please leave me alone. Let me live. Where are the lovers of Eliana? Okay, I want to move them up. It's really we don't really need them to go anywhere, but... Oh, I don't have the movement for that? I guess we'll let these little soldiers stay. With the lovers of Eliana. To be fair, we already took like Paisley's all... Why can I move there? You gotta have the movement. Oh, I have to move from down here. Okay, I didn't realize that. We already took all Paisley's castle, so he's literally on the run with his wife, and the only thing he has left is 1 spy on Angela that already gave up working with him, but we just will not leave her alone. Ooh, okay. Paisley and Eliana ran to Mashburg and they got themselves a castle. But they have to take one of mine. Like, it's not going to be helpful if they just run away. We're just moving to Wavels, but we're like super slow. And I will keep following Angela. Keep following Angela. And again, we'll just, well, actually, we could move. Can we move from here? Yeah, we could move there. Why not? Oh, we're moving like this. Okay. But we'll win next time. So Angela survived. After all her attempts. All our attempts to find her, Angela made it. And she is now alive. So they're actually getting themselves some soldiers, but it's still late. Paisley, but to be fair, okay, let me just finish the story here. Paisley and Eliana have settled in the world of Mountburg. And finally, the former lovers of Eliana has decided to give up their foolish pursuit to try to kill her husband. Because they realize even if they do it, she ain't gonna take him back. And instead in the world of Wavel's world, they settled and they find other women they fell in love with, whose name were Eve, Eli, and Elizabeth, because they're not original. And they settled, and they were very happy, and they had a lot of kids, and they named all our kids Tiana. They named each one of their kids Tiana, and another one of their kids Sampstra, in the honor of us. And so they were happy. As for who else do we got? The Redeemers of Chana have actually started a new. So the Redeemers of Chana have actually met up with old Angela in the church of in the churches that she's been running to survive from her spy. And actually Angela started she's helping people in the church, and she actually is completely redeemed, and she is pretty amazing, and she's doing a great job in life. And she started an orphanage, and she's just making everybody really happy. And what's the name of our spy? We don't know. So our spy, Dyron here, Daner, is continuing doing spyly things for Tiana and me, but has given up his pursuit of old Angela, because we have noticed that old Angela is actually a pretty decent woman. She's doing great things, so we're like, fine, we're not gonna kill her. And you might be asking, what about Paisley and Eliana? Why did we just okay, so the lovers of Eliana stopped killing Paisley, but what about us? Didn't Tiana want to take over the world? Tyrant without a T? Well, we have decided that it's more fun to take over the world when your enemy is still alive and quaking in fear in front of you, instead of just plain murdering them. And sure, maybe every once in a while we go and we attack Mountberg just for fun, but we'll let them live anyway. And we still have 20 minutes. So, I guess we'll do a third run. I don't know. I guess we'll do a third run. Let's do a third run. But yeah, this is a pretty cool game. I'm really curious to see how it's gonna look with the... Oh, they actually didn't give us a title this time. How it's gonna look with the additional things that we saw. So the fragments seem really interesting. And I like the idea that you will gain some kind of like a bonus from them, from the family of them. So so this is interesting. What are these little... what is this? These little belt-ish things that they have on them? Like, is it marking? Because we haven't won with this type of a leader. We have won with Finch Bramble type of leader, but not this one. So I wonder. So it's just like a symbolization of the family that they have, or like what does this mean? Or is this just like an art thing? I don't know. I don't know actually. Also, I would love to see like the ability to start at a different starting point. So that would be pretty interesting. Like if I could pick the starting point, that'd be pretty cool. Obviously, I would also love different levels of difficulty, because so far what we've got has been fairly easy for us. We could try to play with Redeemer Rolf next time, because we have only level 1 spies. And I think a lot of it comes from having like high level spies, because it makes it a lot easier to just destroy your enemy spies. But the thing is, you can simply, actually we haven't done this before, but we can simply click on the thing and you can try to train a spy on, okay, so we can't do it here because it's not the right type of a castle. Oh, that's interesting. So normally you can train a spy, but I guess this is not the proper castle type. So let's try to get to this castle, see if we could train a castle there. Ooh, or maybe it has to be this type of a castle. That would actually be interesting. So let's grab one of my the soldiers that are moving down. Don't move down, but move there. Oh, you can't. Okay, so we have to move down, then we can move there. Okay, that's fine. So we'll try to do that, and we'll try to see, because you can train a spy, but maybe it's from the different type of castle, which would make sense. Like, why are there different types of castles? So this is 1-1. We moved here at the same time, but again, because we brought a spy as well, we're actually decimating the enemy. The Battle of Bridgemere is what we've got over here. Everyone? All good? All fine. So they're immediately making next soldiers. So again, okay, so this is actually a great time to show off a thing too. So I'm gonna move my spy in there, and we're gonna open the gates, and that will allow you to see what it looks like when you to try to sort of counteract the level of the castle. Because right now, if I moved with my soldiers in, I would die, right? So that would be bad. But if I can open the gates, then I could conquer it. Now, they have a spy there that's presumably also level 1. So now, there are things we gotta do. We know that there's a spy there. We don't know what level it is, so they might actually be higher level than us. So at this point, what we can do is we can try to open castle gate and save my soldiers in, but there's a big chance that they will kill my spy if I try to do that. Alternatively, I can try to evade, so to survive an assassination from them, but if then they move their soldiers in and I move my soldiers in, then my soldiers will die. So do we want to risk it? Risk my spy? So the options. I open castle gate, but if they're killing my spy, they will kill him. If I move my soldiers in and the castle gates are open, it will give us a benefit, but if they move their soldiers back, we will still die because they have 1 extra spy than we do. We can evade, which will avoid getting hurt, but might get us in trouble anyway. Oh no, if we evade, it's nothing happened. I'm gonna be risky, because I've already shown you things when we weren't risky, and we won twice, so like we can afford to lose this one, it's fine. And here, wait, so where can I train my, I can't train my spy. So I'm gonna move my spy down towards this Acton meet, just to see if I could train her there, or him. What's the name of my spy? Leo Dilar. Okay. So, and we opened the gate, so we blocked the effect of the castle. So if they move their soldier in, it's going to be my soldiers, my spy versus their soldiers, their spy. No bonus from the castle, but we will still lose because it's 1-1 and they own the region. So we need them to move their spies away or not move their soldiers in. So we are actually going to lose here, but we'll do it anyway. I didn't realize that. Actually, if they move their soldiers in, we're down. They did not move their soldier in. And it looks like they didn't even try to assassinate my spy? Come on. You're being weak, Bryn Tissel. You're being weak. Okay, I need to move my spy in so that I can... Oh, I can't because I have too much movement. Okay, well, you know what? Let's not move this spy then. Let's not move Willem. And instead we'll move Leo something. We'll move Leo. Let's see, can I? Yes. So here in Atonement, I can actually train my spy. So that's why it's different. So you have to have these castles, like it's like barracks type of castles or whatever that's called, for soldiers, and these other types of castles for training your spies. So where do we want to go next? I will move my soldiers up. And I'll actually move my spy up as well, so they can meet up with the soldiers soon. Because as always, we do want to take over that farm. Ooh, okay, so what happened? What happened? They neutralized my castle, which means they have a spy on my castle. So I'm going to try to move in and try to catch up. But the problem is if they move towards some point fast, I'm going to lose that already. Now, I have a 2-level spy here because I trained him, so I can straight up assassinate whoever that was. But my soldiers need to run back towards my castle because I need to be able to control Sampstra because they're going to take it on. So finally, Relentless was actually a little bit stronger than the enemies we had so far, which makes me happy. Now moving into church fields would just make me lose it. So, because our spy is leaving, so it would be one-on-one, it wouldn't help us with our spy. So I'm just gonna move further. I can only move towards a group of Turtle Bees, so let's do that. So we couldn't assassinate their spy because their spy used evasion. So they moved their soldiers in. So at this point, I need to move my soldiers in, but my soldiers are a bit too far away, so that's a bit of a problem. So we move up here. Now I could here open the castle gates and get them ready, but because no one is ready to attack, it's not going to be super helpful. I'm going to, however, muster soldiers just to make sure that I actually don't want this guy to move away. Stay there, just to protect my people from being hurt here. And I need to move my other soldiers. I guess I'll move them back just so we can try to hit the enemies there as well. So they placed their spy there as well. Okay. So what we're gonna do is here, we're just gonna try to assassinate their spy. And then here I'm gonna move my soldiers into this castle now. Because they don't have a soldier there, just a spy, I don't actually have to open the castle gates. I don't need the help because there's no one protecting it. Instead, I'm gonna move my soldier to my spy to where their soldier is. Oh, but I can't move. I can't move my units there because their unit is on a mountain, and it takes two steps to move on a mountain. You can also see that in this area I can only support one soldier, and in this area I can support two because I don't have connection to the farm. So I actually think I might just stay there with my... Oh, do we want to stay with my spy? Yeah, because if they move their soldiers back towards the castle, I will need my spy to beat them. So I think we'll just stay like this. But it's kind of weird because we have one action point left. Yeah, but we can move in, so we'll just connect to this. Let's see what they're doing. So their spy is running away. We took over this castle, and they're taking over Grove of Tilbury. So because they're in a forest, forests are especially interesting because forests allow you to, if you attack them there, even if you win, they will simply run away. They will not die, they will just run away because the forest gives them like an extra protection. So that's something to keep in mind about forests. So actually this last one is the most complicated one. We apparently got two slightly easier fights, and then the last one is actually the one that's amped up in difficulty, but I love that. I do like to see a different difficulty. So at this point, because we have two different people, we can just go from two different directions and attack the people in the forest, and she should be able to win. Also, I'm just, as always, going to try to assassinate the spy. They'll probably run away again, but we can always attempt this. And this is also important because if we could only support one soldier at one hex, this would be the only way that you could actually like beat them, because you could step in with two of your units and then you would get control, and then you would run away with your soldiers immediately. So because otherwise you couldn't have two people on the same hex because they would be starving. So this is an interesting way to do that. Yeah, their soldier keep awaiting our kills, which is fine. So now it's going to be the combat. We're going to win, but because it's forest, they should be able to run away. Yeah, you can see that they're running. A larger force won the day. However, the small enemy force used the forest terrain to outwit a large army, ambushing your soldiers and making a swift escape. Ooh, so they sent another soldier to Almondborg where they're again trying to stop us. So I can again send my spy there. Now I can't assassinate. Well, I could assassinate if I knew they were there on the turn that I'm there. So if I was already standing there, and then they, well, then they wouldn't be able to do it. But if I know they're there, I can try to assassinate it even on the same level, I believe. Otherwise, I have to be on a higher level, because on the higher level, I can see that they're there. Now, we're actually gonna end the episode at this point, but before that, I just want to say, if you like the Turn-Based Festival, you can check out, there is gonna be a video from somebody else in the next hour, so you can check out the website. There should be a link in the description. And if you enjoyed this channel, this is the channel where I show off brand new strategy games, so you can just subscribe, and every day or every second day we have a different strategy games that we show off on this channel. I also have a second channel called Sampstra GameStop, where I show off the different kind of news and releases and top strategy games. So I might have videos like top strategy games releases of the last month, or strategy games that can't have a discount, or top 10 strategy games of some type that I feature on this channel. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, write down in the comments, and you can click on right to watch some other game. See you there. Bye bye.